Michigan.
Makes it in off the square, and the Pistons lead it.
End zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Home run number 50 for Central Fielder.
The 5, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU.
Swinging a fly ball, left field and deep. It's way back. The Tigers are going to the World Series.
It's the Roar Live. With hosts, the outsider, Scotty Williams, Mr. Tell It Like It Is, Corey Tiez, with special guests, fans across the nation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Roar Live. Yeah, we are back after a week hiatus. I'll be honest with you, Ko. I wasn't feeling too good.
Yep.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
We're back now.
Yep.
And we have a lot to talk about. We got 2 weeks full of Detroit sports to talk about. I know we'll be getting into the Lions' boom and bust over the last couple of weeks. NFL news. We'll have some MLB hot stove. Jock Stratman will be here.
Stratman.
Of course, Michigan State football. And how about the new bad boys, the Pistons?
What, 9 in a row?
Yeah, 11-2 is when I last checked on the season. And, of course, we'll have your roar. And we'll get Jared back in here with some Believe It or Leave It.
Okay. We're
didn't
back
have
rolling.
him. We didn't have him last week.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Sean Stewart from 586 Sports will be in with us.
Okay.
And, of course, we want to hear from you. That's it right there.
Join
the
us.
QR code to join in live. That's right. We want to hear from the Detroit faithful on what to me I think is kind of a grim, so to speak. I don't know if it was grim, but it's kind of
grim? Like the Grim Reaper? Like, what do you mean?
Well,
Grim. What was grim?
Well, the loss yesterday, especially after the big 44-20 something win they had the other night or the other week against the Commanders. Listen, my takes on the game, I'll be honest with you. I felt like, Philly's a hard place to play. We knew that. I didn't feel Philadelphia played all that great. And I'll be honest with you, looking around the league, when you look at all the teams and all the games, there's nobody really running away with anything. What do you think?
Well, the Rams are.
Well, the Rams are playing well. But Seattle played them tough.
Yeah, Seattle played them tough, but Darnold.
Yeah, but Darnold's Darnold.
Came back to
Right. I know, man. That's what I'm saying, man.
Listen, the Lions yesterday looked terrible.
Well, let me ask you something. With that, when you know that, Goff isn't that kind of a great outdoor quarterback throwing the football and stuff like that, do you like, why don't they make a game plan that would, use the two-headed monster more?
Yeah.
You'd think they'd be a little more innovative with that. What do you think?
Well, Ben Johnson's not there, and he's atop of the North right now. Campbell made a whole bunch of mistakes. All of this grit and this is the DNA, this is who I am, that's got to stop. Understand what the type of game you're in. The game was ugly, and Philadelphia played terrible. Jalen Hurts is a bad thrower of the football. A.J. Brown is a bad route runner. I don't know what's going on with Saquon Barkley. And they still beat you. They're better than you.
Yeah.
Campbell messed this. This is all this going for it. I'm so sick of that. Oh, that's him. That's
but
just
you
him.
know what? Though?
That's a
I
staple.
think it's like that around the league. When I was watching a lot of the
Everybody
other
goes
games,
for it. So that's
everybody's
not,
going for it.
Yeah, and that's fine. But you got to know when to go for it and when to take the points. You got arguably the fifth or third or fourth best kicker in the league.
I think he's number one.
No, Aubrey's one. You know that. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that, but I know you. But yeah, you got to let Bates work.
Yeah. But in the conditions yesterday, I didn't really realize how windy it was out there.
Right. So that's my point. So just pound it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, golf is not going to. He had two. As soon as I saw him walk out with 2 gloves, I said, this isn't good.
Yeah.
He had 2 gloves on yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, it's little stuff like that. But they got to button up a whole lot of stuff because where's Amon-Ra?
I don't know. That's what I'd like to know.
And you got
Amon-Ra yesterday was 2 for 42. I just don't think throwing was even remotely in the plan.
You got to figure. You got to. You come on, man. Come on. And Campbell, what? Yeah, you know what you did? You took over the play call, and everybody, oh, I love it, I love it. Well, it was the Commanders. Yeah. Top 10 defenses. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They got a lot to work on.
I thought they did a good job shutting Barkley down.
Well, they did, and like I said, I don't know where he's gone, but.
Well, he's on the other side of 28. That's where he's gone, just like Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking of golf looked like golf's been in the league over 10 years, right?
Pretty close.
We need to come up they need to come up with some type of backup because they got a lot to work on. And J-Mo's I don't know what that was. He's just a head case still. He's a head case. He's gotten better, but he is who he is. Yeah.
Well, listen, let's take a look around the NFL, shall we? Mm-hmm. And before we do that, listen, that is the QR code to get in on the action right here on the Roar Live. We want to hear from you. That's right. Get in on the action. We want to hear your comments. And
we want to hear from you.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Patriots won.
Yep.
Not surprising. It's the Jets who are abysmal. I didn't even know they had 2 wins. Did you know the Jets had
because they played the
2
Browns.
wins?
I think they played the Browns. They played and could have lost that.
Right.
Yeah, they played the Browns.
Dolphins came around and won again. They're now a big hot 4-7.
He'll be gone.
And this is what I found out. I was watching this game last night on the Red Zone, and I seen Kirk Cousins out there, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? Well, and now I find out Michael Penix Jr. is out for the year with an ACL tear.
There's a surprise.
But this is listen to this. I seen a statistic, not a statistic, but I seen a report saying over the past 5 seasons, including his college years, he has had 4 season-ending injuries.
He's always hurt. Why don't I just don't get all these smart people?
I don't know.
He's always hurt. He's brittle.
Well, maybe the Falcons will finally get their money's worth with Cousins.
You're gonna have to. Right. Yeah, well, Cousins will keep stealing.
Right.
But I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I never bought into Penix anyway.
No,
I never thought that. They were like, oh, Penix. No. Everybody's coming. It's the later it gets, here comes the injuries, and people are going back to who they are.
Right. And then, of course, you had the battle of the no defenses in the Buccaneers-Bills, 44-32. That was a good game, back and forth.
It was a good game. It was a good game.
The Texans and the Titans played each other yesterday, and that's a kind of a throwaway game because Calvin Ridley, from what I understand, is out for the year.
Yep.
Lord have mercy. How many?
And that kid Ward, no, he stinks. He stinks.
Bears pulled it out over the Vikings. We'll see.
Yeah.
19-17.
Yeah. I don't know what JJ. Yeah. You know.
Well, but we've never been hooked on JJ. I know I wasn't. I know Tony came in here and
Tony liked him because
he was the next Messiah.
Yeah. He's a Michigan guy,
right.
And you're supposed to like your Michigan guy. But I never saw it. I never saw anything with this kid, and I don't think he's going to be a successful pro. Again, I just put it back to people like Ryan Leaf and Bradford and Matthews or Joey Harrington. They're way better than this kid, and they weren't successful quarterbacks. All you got to do is look at that. Just look at that. He's not built to play that position. I don't think. Not right now. He doesn't look the part. He doesn't look the part, and I don't think he will.
Before we get the roar in here, just a couple more looks here in the NFL. Steelers, but I just heard Aaron Rodgers now has a
broken
cracked
left hand.
wrist.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's done.
Biggest surprise to me, I think, was Jacksonville over the Chargers, 35-6.
Not to me.
No.
I don't. The Chargers are totally banged up.
Okay.
And they're up and down. Not to me.
Rams over the Seahawks, 21-19.
Those are
That was a nice interdivision rival.
There's your Super Bowl participant. The LA Rams and your guy.
49ers.
That might get him. Might get him a yellow jacket if he wins another one.
49ers win over the Cardinals, and your guy Will, who's out.
He's out.
I'll tell you something. Ravens, they didn't look great to me.
Because they're not.
Right.
Because they're not. Because and the bad part, now they're going to win the division.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, we're looking at. I like to see what the
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Another game is the Broncos are looking pretty elite.
I don't think so. I don't buy that.
Does the Broncos are the Broncos looking like the Lions of last year? Kind of shocking everybody, winning the game.
You know why? Because
9-2.
No, they don't look like it because they come from behind. Lions are just beating people. They didn't have to. They weren't coming from behind, and they weren't called the cardiac kids. And I'm still not impressed with Bo Nix. He does make clutch throws, but he's not consistent throughout the entire game.
Well, it's going to be hard for the Chiefs to win that division.
No,
being
the division
four games out now.
The division is over.
Yeah.
They just got to win 5 more games to get into the playoff. They're not going to win the division. They can't catch them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Jack Stratman had a very special report for us, and here it is.
Telling it to you straight, it's the Jock Stratman Report.
What up, though, Detroit? This is your underpaid, sarcastically caffeinated correspondent, Jock Stratman, with your two-step tango from boom to bust. Well, as you know, we were off last week, so I have Week 10, boom. The Lions crushed the Commanders 44-22. I mean, everything was going great. Jared Goff threw for 320 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs exploded for 142 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving. The offensive line blocked like the apocalypse coming. The Lions rolled up for 546 total points. For a moment, the Lions looked like they might actually be the real deal. The league might have blinked. And then, Week 11, last night's bust. The Lions crash into the Philadelphia Eagles. Fast forward just a week, and the Lions took a 16-9 loss in Philly. Yeah, they scored 9 points. Ouch. Goff in the offense, silence. 4th down failures, 0 for 5, and a red zone freeze out. The Eagles' defense treated them like a warm-up act before the main show. Detroit looked like they showed up but forgot their playbook at the hotel. Dumpster fire moments, because even when you're hot, you can still smolder. In Week 10, the Lions' offense looked pristine. Then 1 week later, they shipped their confidence off with pre-notification. In Philly, home field playoff vibes were replaced by, did we really travel this far for this mood? Penalties, misplays, and team energy that dropped faster than my Greyhound seat after a long ride. Well, the strap-down verdict is in. Detroit, you're still a polarizing sight. 1 week, you're dominating like you forgot you're supposed to lose sometimes. The next week, you're stumbling like you never got to the memo. The fact is, you proved you can be elite, but you also reminded everyone you can't count on it yet. Lion fans enjoy the highs. They're tasty. But brace for the dips, because we saw one this week. If you want to be real contenders, you've just got to string together more booms and less busts. I'm Jock Strabin, still riding the greyhound of emotion, still hoping Detroit picks a lane and stays in it. Until next week, Strabin out.
Jock Stratman, he's kind of on point on that.
Who did the Lions beat this year? That's good.
Well,
Don't give me the Ravens.
Well, I think at the time we thought the Ravens were good.
Okay. Listen, who did they beat?
I agree with you. Who's anybody beat this year? Like when you really look at I'm looking at the standings right now. Okay, NFL standings.
They just forget about everything. Lions have a lot of they have a lot of issues, man. They do.
I agree.
Laporta's out.
Yes.
Hutch is overpaid.
You're third place in the North.
Hutch is overpaid. Seven. He's got 7 sacks. I said he wouldn't get to 12. It's halfway through the season. 2 tackles yesterday. $60 million, $50 million. No pressure. Listen, I don't want to hear about the double. Everybody always double team. So is Myles Garrett. He had 9 sacks in 2 games. So, I mean, if the defense wasn't any good, if the defense didn't hold it, I don't know what that was last night. That looked terrible.
It was bad.
And that's Campbell took over the reins. Is he really? What took over the what reins? Did what? He took over the offense. He might as well kept Morton in for that. He might as well why you demote him for that? Let me guess. They put up 50 against Washington and Mariota, and everything was all fine with order. See, the problem with this town, you stick with people that help you out a little bit. Campbell's helped you out. And you know why you guys are going to stick with him? Because he got you from football purgatory. So he can do everything he wants now. See, it's not like New York and the Yankees. Fire him when you make one mistake. He's going to stay here forever because he's won games.
What?
He's won regular season games. So he's not going to be questioned, and he knows it. So I don't like that. That's his DNA. Change the DNA for this particular game.
I agree. Well, I mean, when you think about it, man, I mean, when you really look at it, I mean, I really haven't been impressed with the defense.
I haven't either. I haven't either.
But I don't know if it's a.
I mean, they play hard.
They play hard. I don't know if it's the defense, or if it's just the defense in general with other teams in the league stinks.
Yeah, because Philadelphia looked terrible. They looked terrible yesterday.
And everybody's like, oh, Jalen Phillips. I've never been high on Jalen Phillips.
Oh, that came. Well, yeah.
All those
their front was
but this is what we go by saying. Everybody was like, they need to make a move. They need to make a move. Well, the Eagles made a move. Yeah, they're 8-2. But you know what? In the grand scheme of things, they don't look dominant.
No, they don't. They have a whole lot. They have a crazy coach. They have a nut job wide receiver, and who doesn't? I watched him. He doesn't get separation. He's complaining. He doesn't get separation. But my point to that is they still beat you.
Yeah.
So that's not.
It's a lot of I didn't want to say 9-8, but
I said it. I said it earlier.
I might have to give you your kudos here if we don't see something in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Because I mean, you still have the Rams coming to town.
You got the Rams. You got Green Bay. Anything can happen with Dallas.
Again.
You got Chicago. Anything can happen with Dallas. They should probably beat Dallas because, we'll see tonight what Dallas's defense, the new defense, looks like, and people are back. But that's a crazy game.
Yes.
You got Green Bay. You got who you just say?
Rams.
The Rams.
Yeah.
Stafford is sharp as a knife. He's going to come in blazing. So it's
and he's got an axe to grind because we've kind of gotten the best of him the last couple of times.
He's got an axe to grind. And Chicago and Minnesota outside. That's Chicago's scared. They're winning.
Yeah.
They're winning ugly, but they have Johnson's got an extra. This is his Super Bowl.
Yeah.
At Chicago.
Yeah.
So that's a you got to be careful with that game.
Well, they just I think in regards to the Lions and the OC, I think that's them you can't just change OC coordinators in the middle of the season. So they kind of give you, hey, we're going to put you up in the box, John, okay? And you're going to help me out, okay? You're going to be a second set of eyes.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, he's with us, man. That's what he said. He's with us, man. There's no, I need him. No, you don't. You just demoted him.
They need to, hey, I think we had to believe it or leave it a few weeks ago. They said, do you think John Morton will be out of here after the first season?
Yes.
I think we both thought that.
Yes. And what did I tell you at the beginning of the season? It's a coordinator thing.
Yeah.
It's a coordinator thing. That's going to be the story of the Lions.
Right.
Now they got to get over that and get in the next year. See, because it was Ben Johnson in golf.
And I don't want to hear, the penalty at the end of the game.
No.
Because guess what?
No.
If you were going to win that game, you should have done more than just. You can't just depend on somebody
a shaky call.
A shaky call.
Yeah, because they jumped off sides too.
Yeah.
In a crucial, and they let it go. So that I don't want to hear that.
Right.
They need to get healthy. Sewell didn't. I mean, everybody. The offensive line is just.
Yeah, it's weird. One week they come out good, and the next week they just it's.
I think it's the opponent.
It's kind of scary.
I think it's the opponent.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Jared, do we got Shawnee? I couldn't remember if I heard you on the speaker there. Not yet.
Okay.
We're still working on Shawnee.
All right.
So how about we do this? Why don't we do MLB Hot Stove? Let's talk a little bit about the Detroit Tigers.
Well, there's nothing to talk. Everything is.
Can I just say this? I am sick and tired already. I am. I am sick and tired already of Bregman's coming here. Then you look at the next post. Bregman's going to New York Mets. Then it's like Scooble's out of town. Then the next thing is, Scooble really wants to play here. I just want it to come to an end. I know the winter meetings aren't for another few weeks, but I'm just tired of it now. I am, and I used to love like this off season piece, but I'm just sick of it. I don't want Bregman here. I don't want him here. I don't. I really don't.
I thought he signed something where he wasn't going. Maybe where he was opting in with the Red Sox. I thought.
And that's another rumor I heard.
Yeah.
And how are all these reports, everybody making these reports within 50 minutes of each other? Is everybody not on that same page?
Right.
I mean, everybody's on a different page.
And I hate the winter meetings. It used to drive me crazy when
they make it out to be like the NFL draft.
Yeah. I hate them because nothing gets done till February. Nothing's going to close out until February. Nothing's going to close out until February. And everybody, Scooble's not coming back here. Everybody just brace themselves for that, please.
Well, listen, if he's coming back, they're going to ride him. They're going to ride him till the end.
They're not going to do. He's not going to do that
because they're going to probably want to get who they want to get out of it.
Yeah.
They're going to have to get something. And from what I'm looking at, there's nobody out there.
There's nobody, and Boris doesn't care.
And nobody. This is going to be, if they trade Scooble, this is going to be probably going to go down as probably one of the worst trades in Tiger history.
Yeah,
I just don't see who they can go and get. You need at least one.
Schemes?
You need at least one proven. You need an all-star. For an all-star.
Yeah, you need an all-star for an all-star.
An everyday all-star. That's what you need.
You need a guy that's
you really do. I mean, am I wrong for saying that?
No.
I don't want to see 4 prospects here. We're going to get the Mets 5 of their top 4
What is that going to do for you? Another 10 years?
Right.
Yeah, you got to get a star for a star.
I know.
And he's not coming, folks. Like I said, Boris doesn't care. Boris's job is to get him the most money that he can possibly get. And the Tigers, now what the Tigers can do is play it like they came to him with the deal and put it in his camp. And he neglects it. So Tigers can say, we tried. We tried our part. But Boris ain't going to take that, what they give him. So he's out of here.
I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of hope they do this. And I was talking to my dad the other day, because we like to talk Tiger baseball all the time.
Shout out to Pops.
I said to him, I said, I wish they just stood pat And why not do this? And you tell me this. You tell me this. 'Cause you're a huge baseball guy. Why not just bring up McGonigal next year? Why not bring up Clark? Why not bring up these high prospects and just play them? I mean, there was a time where they had to bring up Parrish, Whitaker, Morris, Trammell. They weren't like lighting the world on fire when they first came in the league. What do you have to lose? I mean, and if you want to trade Scooble and get somebody that can, maybe fill those other little pieces around, then just do that then.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously you're showing you're not all in. And I know it's early in the winter meetings or in the hot stove or whatever you want to call it. But I'm just saying, I really feel that Detroit should just stand pat, play their guys, bring up these hot prospects, and just roll the dice.
Yeah. What do you got?
Why not?
What do you got to lose? You're not going to World Series anyway.
Right.
Why not? But I think that they are. I think that the GM. I think he's comfortable with how they finished the last couple of years. I think they're really comfortable with it. And just like the GM for the Lions, I think they just march to their own drumbeat. They're going to do it their way.
Right.
But like you said, I agree with you. Bring up everybody. Just play them. Right. Just play them and see what happens. You have nothing to lose. Because let me tell you something, folks. Even when Scooble comes back, you're still not going to the World Series.
Right.
So just bring them up and see what
because
you
you're
got.
not going to have Job.
Right.
You're not going to have Job next year. You're looking at a rotation right now that could be Scooble, Flaherty, and Melton.
Yeah. And
you're in your bullpen stinks.
Bullpen stinks. And for all those Scooble haters, now you want to turn on them, fine, you can, whatever. But this guy's had surgeries too.
Yeah.
So he's in it for himself.
Right.
This is a business.
I know.
So just trade the guy. You're not going to pay him. So just see what you can get. Get another All-Star for him.
We have Sean now. How about that? Sean Stewart from 586 Sports, King of the Hill. There he is.
King of the Hill.
How's it going, Sean? It's been a pretty lackluster weekend of sports, don't you think?
Heck yeah. Especially in college football. It was kind of so-so.
Yeah.
So what were your big takes this week coming out of the NFL?
Wow, this wasn't too much. I thought Seattle was going to beat the Rams. That was a very close game.
That was.
I figured that Denver would beat Kansas City, so it's not a surprise because Kansas City is not the same team like they was in previous years.
They can't run.
They look old and tired.
They can't run. They can't.
Right.
Run.
They don't even have a running game.
Right.
That's bad.
Anything out of the NCAA football that you thought was exciting?
Deion's leading,
well,
that's for sure.
Actually, there was two. One on Friday, Clemson beat Louisville. That was an exciting game.
I think I
figured
picked
Clemson
that.
was going to win that.
Yeah.
I picked that. Yeah.
I figured
Clemson
Clemson was
had
going to win
nothing
that game.
Yeah.
And then Oklahoma beat Alabama.
The game to me was the comeback with Tech. Was it A&M?
Was that the game I picked?
Texas A&M.
A&M came from 90 down and won the game.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really surprised about the Oklahoma thing. They play good defense. The quarterback is okay. I wasn't surprised. I was not the A&M
Even though he's supposed to be like a Heisman Trophy candidate.
Yeah.
But I think Mendoza's going to be the winner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you want to go first this week, Sean, in the King of the Hill tournament?
Since right now it's about to be week 13. Let's do college football since it's week 13 because we got this week and next week.
Yes, 13 and
what
12.
conference you want to go to first?
Let's go to the Big 12.
The Big 12.
Yep.
The Big 12 and week 13. How about this? Wow, let's see. I think I'm going to go West Virginia over Arizona State.
Big 12, West Virginia over Arizona State, and
What do
we
you
are at
got?
week 13.
Yeah.
Week 13. I like Texas Tech, but they got a bye. I like them. They got a bye. Utah.
I like that one.
Let's do Utah, Kansas State.
Utah, Kansas State.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. What do you got, Shawnee?
I like BYU over Cincinnati.
I knew he was going to say that.
I knew it.
I knew he was going to say that. All right.
Where are we going to next, Sean?
Let's go to the ACC.
ACC. The ACC.
Atlantic Coast Conference.
How about wow? This is some decent. I'll say Georgia Tech over Pittsburgh.
Georgia Tech over Pittsburgh.
And while you're thinking of this, I can't believe Indiana's still at number 2.
Yeah, it drives me crazy. Well, here's a safe one.
Hey,
Let's go back
Jared,
Clemson.
can you throw up the
Let's go back
QR
Clemson.
code?
Let's go back Clemson.
There we go.
Clemson got to win. Furman. Yeah, Clemson. I'm taking Clemson.
Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a safe one.
Yeah,
Very safe.
Yeah.
And then that last one is South Carolina, which is a tough one. Is a very close. That's a road game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a very tough game between those two.
Yeah.
So
Where
for
we-
me,
Yes.
I would take. Oh, I'm going to take a risk one. I'm going to go with SMU over Louisville.
Okay.
Okay, that's not bad. Why not? Why not? So where are we going to next, Sean?
Let's go with the SEC.
SEC. SEC.
Kelly's complaining. He said he wants his money. I got reports from some people I know in the Louisville area. I mean, in the LSU.
Saban's coming back.
No, but Kelly, Brian. What's his name?
Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly.
Said he checked out. He came back, big money grab. He wasn't in the facilities. He golfed a lot. That's not college football coaching.
Well, after all those high recruits that he lost at Michigan, I can't say that I blame him. I'm going to go Arkansas over Texas.
Ooh. I mean, Texas did stunk it up.
I don't like Texas. I'm not high on Arch Manning. Everybody, it's always the pedigree. Ooh, he's a Manning. I mean, maybe he'll come around.
He will. I think he will. I'm going to Oklahoma, Missouri. I'm going to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, Missouri. What do you got, Sean?
I got Tennessee over Florida.
Tennessee? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then that'll just leave us with the Mountain West. Who do you got? Oh, no, we got 2 more.
Yeah, we got 2 more. This one and the Big Ten.
Okay.
All right. So for the Mountain West, too bad Boise State is leaving the conference and moving to the Pac-12. That's bad. Let me go with Boise State over Colorado State.
Boise State over Colorado State. And I'm going to go Hawaii over UNLV.
Hawaii over UNLV.
Yeah. Did you hear, once we started talking about Big Ten, I heard a rumor
I'm going
that...
Nevada over Wyoming.
Nevada over Wyoming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a bad pick.
Yeah.
So that'll bring us to the Big Ten. And before we make our picks, I heard Michigan isn't opposed to leaving the Big Ten. I seen an article today about them doing some with the regents and the board and some kind of deal. That would be
Wow.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Because I mean, I know Michigan has been synonymous with the Big Ten
they're the
since
face of it.
Yeah.
Then in Ohio State, yeah.
So going into Week 13 in the Big Ten, we have I want to say Iowa over Michigan State.
That's a safe one.
Yeah.
Michigan State sucks, especially when they play Penn State.
I know EVJ's gonna love it when I picked that.
And they're probably gonna fire their coach.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, they've fired half the coaches in the NCAA already.
Let's just do Michigan. Why not? Michigan over
Maryland.
Yeah, Michigan over Maryland. Why not? Yeah, Michigan can beat Maryland.
Okay. What about you, Sean?
I'm gonna take Penn State over Nebraska.
Penn State over Nebraska.
And I heard that James Franklin is hired as the new coach of Virginia Tech.
Yes, I heard that last week. Yeah, or the week before. Yep, I did hear that.
That's safe.
That's safe.
I heard that.
And he could be there for the next 30 years because there's no expectations.
There's no pressure.
Yeah, there's no pressure.
And
to
I like
win.
Franklin. He's a nice
He's
guy.
he's got a winning program.
he's a good
He
guy.
had a winning program with Penn State. He just couldn't win
The big one.
the big kebab, so to speak. That'll take us to the NFL. Where do you want to go first?
Yep.
AFC, NFC. What do you want to do?
Let's do the NFC.
NFC it is. A lot of games. Who do we have here? Week 12.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to go Detroit bounce back against the New York Giants.
Oh, that is definitely safe.
But you know what, though?
Why is that so safe? Where's the game at?
It's in
Meadowlands?
Detroit.
It's in New York?
No, it's in Detroit.
Okay. Well,
But you know what,
It's in
though?
Detroit.
I don't know how safe that is.
it's not.
Because you got
Who's coming? Is Dart playing or is Eaton Dubs playing? Winston.
Oh, you talking about James Winston?
Yeah.
Right.
I think James Winston is starting, as far as I know.
Yeah, well, he started last week. Who do you got, Go?
NFC? Well, I have no choice.
Is this a Cowboy pick?
Cowboy at Washington. I'm taking it. I got Cowboys tonight. Cowboys Washington. We're back at 500. Everything is looking different with the new defense.
Well, wait a minute. Cowboys,
Derek should be at Washington after tonight.
would that be?
Could
No, you can't. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No. They're on Washington's on a bye next week.
No.
Oh no, Denver. They got Denver next week. You're thinking this is the last
No,
game
we already
of this
played,
week.
We already played Denver. Dallas already played Denver.
Right, but you said Washington.
That's
They
it.
don't have Washington next week, do they?
No, we play the Eagles. We play Eagles on week 12.
There you go.
I don't see that.
12. Week 12.
Oh, I'm thinking college. We're not.
You're
that far yet.
thinking
Yeah,
tonight.
Yeah.
Which is the
Yeah,
end
you
of
think in
this week.
college.
Yeah, I'm thinking college.
Yeah.
I'm thinking college.
So much
It's okay.
football going on.
No.
Yeah.
At that, that's not. That's a toughie.
What do you think?
I'm gonna go. This is very easy. I'm gonna go Tampa over Arizona. Right?
Tampa? Oh,
Yeah, because they got
that'll
what's his
be
name
No,
still
no, Tampa,
starting
no,
Jacoby.
no. Yeah.
Tampa over Arizona?
13, right?
'Cause
12.
they-
12.
12.
Week 12.
Yeah, because what's his name is starting?
I'm not-
Jacoby Brissett.
No, I'm not doing that.
You're not going Tampa
No.
over Arizona?
No, I'll take Atlanta. They need to win over New Orleans, because Tampa plays the Rams.
Uh-oh.
No.
Who did you have, Sean?
Let me pick Seattle over Tennessee.
That's an easy one. AFC we go. I'm gonna keep it easy. Baltimore over the Jets. Battle of the
Battle of 2-0s.
2-0.
But again,
Right.
But the Ravens need that win.
they're gonna win. They're gonna win the division. They're not gonna go any further than that.
You think they'll still squeak out against the? Now that wrist injury to Aaron Rodgers, was that on his throwing wrist?
No,
Oh, so he'll probably still
They
play.
said it was his left. His left.
it's broke. It's broke.
Yeah.
It's broke.
That could cost the Steelers the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's over. It's over with. Rudolph. It's over with.
Like-
And he played,
give
and
me a
he
break.
actually played better than Rodgers would. He throws the ball downfield. Rodgers doesn't even throw the ball downfield anymore.
Right, because
But-
I heard
But the Ravens are going to win that division.
Okay. That would be interesting to see. What do you think, Sean?
I have the Patriots over the Bengals.
Well,
Yeah, that's
doable.
yeah. They found their new Brady. They have.
And a new head coach.
And what the Lions should have done was reached out to Josh Daniels. That's what you should have did.
And you got Cardi B up in the box with Robert Kraft.
Should have reached out to Josh Daniels. There you go.
You got Cardi B in the Patriots box, and
Now you got
Swifty.
Yeah.
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 He's looking like it. Yeah.
I would have never thought New England would want to be leading in the AFC East because everybody thought it'd be Buffalo.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. It's just been just a weird NFL season. Can I
It
just
has.
say that?
Yes, it has been, especially with the road games.
I'll be honest with you. I'm wondering if we're going to see. If we are going to see, I was telling Corey earlier, I said, Denver's out real big right now. I told him they kind of remind me of Detroit a little bit, winning all these football games. And
Denver's
then
not as good as Detroit.
they won't do anything in the playoffs. So I'm wondering
Especially with
if
Bo Nix.
I'm wondering if you're going to see the same
Nix
thing
stinks.
with the Patriots and the Bengals. I'm not the Bengals.
Broncos.
The Broncos. I wonder if you're going to see those guys, just the inexperience, kind of show early, and they get eliminated early.
It's possible. It's possible. It is possible. Anything is possible because all of these quarterbacks are mediocre, except Patrick Mahomes and Stafford.
Well, I'll tell you, Patrick Mahomes doesn't look like he's even going to make the playoffs.
He will, because all they got to do is win 5 games, and their schedule will allow it. They only win 5 more games. You win 10 games, you're in. So they'll win 10. Chargers have tanked. Raiders stink.
Especially they lost to the Jaguars, which was that bad.
Yeah.
And they got a bad offensive line. It's all banged up.
It's all terrible. So, just win 10 games. The division is over. Just win 10 games. That's it. That's it.
Well, Shawnee, I know you got a show coming up. Still on Thursday night?
Still on Thursday nights at 6:30. So this time I'm going to do the show by myself. So I'm going to give the instructions on if you're on certain teams, it depends on how many entries you got. So I'll be doing the college football first because it is going to be the end of the regular season, and then NFL last.
Okay.
Because I want to get the college football out the way.
All right, Sean. Well, I appreciate it, buddy. Where can we find you? We always like to plug you.
Right.
Exactly. So you can find me on social media on Instagram and X at 586 Sports with 2 S's. And my show, King of the Hill, is every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 586 Sports, which you can watch it on YouTube and stream on X.
All right, Sean Stewart from 586 Sports. Thank you, buddy. We'll see you next week, okay?
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Sean.
Take care.
All right, everybody. Yeah.
Good old Shawnee.
Good old Shawnee.
Good old
Yeah.
Shawnee. Good old Shawnee.
Well, listen, you got any what's your viewpoints? I know we've been talking a lot about the NFL tonight.
Yeah. You're in trouble.
Okay. I mean, what do you I mean it's just this season has just been really crazy. I mean, I know you can't always expect to be high flying right off the rip, and I didn't expect the Lions to be. Well, I did say 15. I thought they could win 14 games, maybe, but I don't know, man. Nobody is lighting the world on fire. It is kind of a lackluster kind of a
season.
And I think once you get to the playoffs, it's going to be a totally different story. I don't know. What do you think?
My surprise of the year would be Seattle and, of course, Indianapolis. So if you look now, if things were to just stop right now, you got the Patriots, the Colts. These are the AFC frontrunners.
Right.
So that's, I didn't expect much. Like, I had the Lions at 9-8.
Right.
I don't expect much from my guys. A lot of injuries, a lot of defense, all that stuff. I didn't expect anything from them. Philly's doing what they do. Philly's an interesting bunch. But I really watched the game last night. Jalen is just I never thought he's a leader, but as far as being a quarterback, I never thought much of him for that. But yeah, the Colts, and you got to look at Minnesota and say you gave up 2 quarterbacks. You gave up 2 quarterbacks, and then is it these kids need to get these players need to get with the right coordinators who know how to.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because Daniel Jones, I mean, he's tearing it up, but he has the guy, I forget his name, Steichen or whatever was the coordinator. He's good.
He's got a great guy in Jonathan Taylor who's finally
and
held
Taylor,
it together.
and that matters.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not surprised about how Detroit's doing. I don't think Detroit's that good. I really don't. I think they can be explosive, but I don't think they're that good. I don't think they're well coached. They're okay coached.
Right.
I don't think they're, people, like I said, this town just depends on, they got their guy, and I think what they do is they land like they did Miggy when they picked their guy Gibson, Gibby's, they picked it, and they stick with him, and they don't hold him accountable. And that's what they're doing with Campbell. And that's what's going to hurt him in the long run. Now, I did say the Rams because of Stafford, Devontae, and Nakua. And I didn't think their defense, they got a top 10 defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I did not see this I didn't see this coming from the Broncos either.
Yeah, I haven't either. Well, listen, I believe we have our favorite. I think we have our favorite fan on.
Who's that?
Detroit's number 1.
Detroit's number 1.
Detroit's number 1 sports fan, and he decided to go with the Red Wing shirt today. Look at that.
I like that shirt.
I like that shirt too.
I like that shirt.
That looks good. That looks great, Joe. Hey, what did you think about? We've been talking about a hodgepodge of things. I don't know how much you've caught of the show, but listen, what did you? Let's start off with the Lions. I know you're just. We're all kind of Lion slappies. What's your thoughts? I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I mean, what are your thoughts, JoJo?
Well, Scott, since you asked, pretty disappointed with the way the Lions have been performing pretty much all season.
Right.
But it's easy to go down that rabbit hole of negativity if you choose to. But you have to temper that to a degree. Last night's game just was very disappointing. I got to say though, I've been surprised with the extent of our injury problem continuing this season. I'm surprised at how well the defense has played overall all season long.
Right.
And I think really that's what allows the Lions to remain in a contender position. Because they have a pretty damn good defense most of the time. They've had a couple bad games altogether, but I think their defense is really what kept them in that game last night. Because as Corey will profess, and I'm almost ready to jump on his bandwagon.
You have to. I don't even know what you're going to say, but
Jared Goff was just absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
I still don't, this may be a small thing, but to me, those small things sometimes add into big things. Mm-hmm. I don't understand his use of those gloves last night.
Let me stop you. Let me stop you right there.
His throwing hand in particular.
Joe, let me stop you right there. I'm watching the game with a buddy of mine. As soon as he came out, I said, "What is he doing with 2 gloves on?"
That's exactly.
I said it. I said, "What is he doing?" I just
my mouth.
We talked that.
What the hell is he doing?
I said, "What is he doing
with
with 2
those
gloves?" Is it that cold? What is he doing?
I didn't think it was that cold, but maybe
Nobody else was playing with gloves on other than the cornerbacks.
Well, they did.
What's going on?
They did show the statistics of his completion ratings in outdoor games. It dropped significantly in the cold. It's like 60% or something like that.
Yeah. It also drops when you have a defense that pass rushes you and closes your pocket quickly.
Yeah.
And he can't. He wasn't completely terrible because he was putting the ball in some guys' hands that are normally very, very reliable receivers, and they dropped the ball. St. Brown dropped at least 3 balls in his hands.
What is going on with him? I don't understand this.
You know what, bro? It came over some of my friends' little text line. Is the NFL the new NBA? I mean, what is going on? I mean, that dude has been so reliable over several years.
I don't get this one.
How is he dropping these things that are right in his hands? And even Williams looked great as soon as he caught the ball, but he dropped a couple that were just like, bro, really?
And the bonehead penalty. See, stuff like that.
Dude, I don't understand why that's a call, number one, given the rest of the ridiculous celebrations that go on after a freaking interception or a pick six or just stupid stuff. When they call the whole team down, that should be like a delay a game penalty right away.
Yeah, that's true too.
And he jumped on he jumped on the freaking goalpost, fell off of it immediately. Had no impact on the goalpost itself, and they flag him for 15 yards. That's ridiculous. I mean,
that hurt too.
Not that the game wasn't already out of hand, but that last pass interference call was absurd. At the end of the game,
right?
When the Lions held and they called. I think it was Rock Yassin for pass interference with less than 2 minutes left to go, and they had stopped him and we're going to get the ball back and maybe have a chance. It was like maybe have a chance to tie the game. It's like how do you make a pass interference call like that? I don't get it. But I was full on in my curse mode last night at about that point.
Yeah, it was a bad outing. Everybody looked bad. Campbell looked even worse. He looked. Dude, like, don't tell me about this. I don't want to hear.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I
don't want to hear the offense look crisp against Washington.
I think right now you kind of have to go away from John Morton to save the season, so to speak. And I felt like that's why Dan Campbell did what he did. But I honestly think it's gonna be a detriment to him because now he's gonna have to call plays, and I don't know if he's that offensive type guy to call these plays.
Well, they say he is.
Well,
I've never seen it.
He played as a tight end
he
in
knows.
the NFL, so he understands offense.
Yeah.
He understands the offensive game. He creates the scheme. He knows what he wants to do. So I don't really necessarily see a problem with that. I do see a problem with an insistence on going for it on fourth down when you're
too much
5 yards away from the goalpost and you're in a tight game where all the points are going to matter. Why not just kick it? Why not get your 3 and you got plenty of time left in the game to get the ball again and drive it down there. It is disappointing that when you drive the ball straight down there and then all of a sudden you can't run a running play because for whatever reason, your guards, your tackles miss a block, your tight end misses a block, or your running back fails to block somebody that's coming up the middle. Who cares? The bottom line is, they ran the ball right down their throats, all the way down the field. They get down to a goal line and then they putter out, and then they don't throw the ball.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't think.
Where is the freaking what do we call it? Play action at that point, Where's the play action dump over the line? And how come Goff couldn't throw it over the lineman, man? Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like I think the kicking game was out last night. I honestly do. I think the wind had played a big factor. Even though it didn't look windy on the field, when they would go show the flags, I mean, it was blowing pretty good. And you seen when that penalty happened to Jamison Williams, and they had to move him back, just how much of a detriment that was, and it veered off to the right. So maybe the kicking game was just not an option last night.
Well, they were saying that kicking into the wind to the one side of the field was going to be a no-go, and it clearly was. I mean, he would have made that kick. Bates would have made that kick had he kicked it, towards the uprights. But it started out right off his foot, so he wasn't going to make that anyway. And he has a natural fade on his kick anyway, so that wasn't going to make it. But kicking into that wind to the one side of the stadium, it just wasn't going to be easy from 30 yards yards out.
Tough night all around with the weather, that weather stuff.
Windy,
but
windy was.
To me, this is what should have happened. They should have. See, these are the organizations that differ. What they should have did, I never liked the in-house hire with the OC. I wouldn't have did it. Splash it. Because now you see go get McDaniels. Go get him. Like, everything with this organization now, even though they've won and they've come out of the bottom feeders, everything is on their term. They're sticking with the same stuff.
Yeah. They almost kind of have to reinvent themselves again.
Don't in-house me with this coordinator. I knew this was going to be a problem. I said it before the season started. Now it is. Now you got Campbell not overseeing everything. Now he's concentrating on this. I don't think they should have went and got somebody else. They should have. Everybody's like, well, Morton's been with him. He's not Ben Johnson.
Right.
And I wasn't in love with Ben Johnson. He was good. But him and Goff had that connection. So now there's no Johnson. Why not McDaniels? Like, could he not? I don't know. But they never should have went in-house to me. Those are the difference. That's the different stuff that organizations that are.
But honestly,
like
Cole,
Philly
do you really feel like? I know we've talked about players at the deadline. We talked about free agency. Was there really? Do you think there could have been anybody out there that they could have brought in that could have made a difference?
Well, player-wise?
No, I'm talking about coordinator-wise.
Yeah, I think Josh McDaniels, absolutely.
But do you think Josh McDaniels would have fit well here?
Why not? Why not? He's similar. He's similar to Ben Johnson.
Okay.
And he comes with respect. He comes with Super Bowls. He comes with Brady. Why not? Morton?
Yeah.
Why not?
All right, let's quit beating this dead horse.
Yeah.
Joe, listen, let's talk some Red Wings.
Hey, they slipped for a minute,
Okay.
How I know they won last night against the New York Rangers. They are 11-7-1. They've been kind of playing pretty good since the Ducks.
Yeah. They took a little skid there for a minute.
I don't think you can really say that, Scott.
They took a skid. They took a little skid. They took a little hit.
They're really pretty much a 500 club right now, and it's going to catch up to them, and it has already. It seems like the only thing that's motivated them to get their act right is when they get forced, by the coach or by the organization, when the players are forced into feeling like their jobs are in jeopardy. The trade, they become trade bait in the media. So their efforts are really weird. And I tell you, defensively we are not good. We need we really need a top 10 defenseman in the NHL. That would be great to have. Moritz Seider is a young guy. He's got, I think, 4 or 5 years a longevity on in the NHL, and he's a really good player, but he's not a top 10 freaking defenseman by any means, and no one is. Our goaltending is spotty. This dude Gibson has not really been all that stellar. He's aging. Cam Talbot is better, but he has his ups and downs as well. So defensively, Detroit has a lot of room to grow and improve.
Two questions.
You have a question?
Go ahead. Yeah, no, I was going to say, are they playoff contenders, and are you going to get to a game this year?
I missed out. They're not coming back here.
They're not coming back. Okay.
They're not coming back. So that's it. They only come out here once anymore. It's once a year, and that's about it, which is unfortunate. And I missed that opportunity. But, the guys, I watch them most games, and, they played a game the other night against Buffalo. They were beating them 4-1 in the second period, late in the second period. And they lost that game 5-4 in overtime. It was a ridiculous debacle defensively, and it just doesn't happen. And they've shown times during this season already how they can lock down a game and lock down the ice and prevent defensive lapses. But they have to the players got to buy into that, and they have to do it continually throughout every game. They got to come in every night. This dude Patrick Kane, I've been telling you about Patrick Kane. That guy's a superstar, and he's not the greatest defensive player, but the energy he brings. Every time he's on the ice, something can happen. Every single time, and everybody on the ice knows it, including the other team. So, and his even as I think he's like 36 years old now. Yeah. His hands are still some of the best hands in the game.
I thought one of them got Player of the Week. Did he get Player of the Week or something like that? I think one of them did. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
One of the Red Wings.
Yeah, I thought they did.
If it was somebody, it was him or Larson.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Larkin.
Larkin. Yeah, might have been Larkin.
Larkin. DeBrincat, the cat, has come to. He's kind of woken up out of his slump. He had an early season slump, but he's undersized. DeBrincat. So that was one of the plays during the Buffalo game. It was really very interesting. In overtime, they had this dude that was 6'6", 250 pounds, and he's on the ice, And in overtime, he basically was battling with DeBrincat in front of our net for the puck. And the dude just kind of put his hands on DeBrincat and shoved him, and DeBrincat went flying into the boards. The guy was standing alone in front of our net, and our goalie with the puck. And he ended up, taking a shot and getting it over to the next guy that was next to him, and they scored. It was just ridiculous, how he pushed DeBrincat down and out of his way. It was comedy, It looked like a pro against a kid midget, It was funny. Midget being the age group in which age groups are separated in youth hockey.
Okay. Jojo, let me ask you a hockey question here, because I'm learning the game myself, and I've always I'm more of a playoff hockey guy, and I followed the Red Wings for years, and I love it. I don't know the game. Me and Corey are learning the game, the ins and outs. So, like, for you, what would you do? You have basically two aging, middle of the road, would you say, goaltenders. How do you just play the hot hand for however long you can, or is it because they're aging they don't seem to have the stamina that they had before, or do you feel like is it the defense's fault? that they're losing these leads? I mean, what
Well,
is your
that's actually a really good question, Scott, because the bottom line is there's always a breakdown in front of the net before it's just the goalie's fault. Okay, the goalie's got to be able to stop certain shots, and the Red Wing goalies do that for the most part, but when they're out of position, when goalies get out of position, or they are slow to react to the movement of the puck, that's what causes a person that's watching to think, that goaltender's not that great. We have defensive lapses, and we're giving up way too many odd man rushes, meaning a 2-on-1, 3-on-2, and we've given up shorthanded goals. Now, NHL goaltenders do amazing things, when it comes to stopping pucks, from really good hockey players taking shots at the net. They do amazing things regularly. And our goaltenders are not doing those things a lot of the times. Gibson is like this enormous man. He just standing in front of the net, he covers most of the net. So it's surprising anytime a puck gets past him. But pucks get past him all the time because he doesn't close his legs quick enough. He goes down into a butterfly often, which means that he goes down into his knees, spreads his pads out along the ice to take away the bottom of the ice, but then the guys shoot it over his shoulder and over his hands, into the top of the net. So, we don't have great goalies anymore, and to win in the playoffs, you got to have a great goalie. You have to. Are the Red Wings a playoff team? They have all the potential to be a playoff team, but they're really they have benefited from some breaks and some calls early in the year. They've had some real success on their power play. We only have one real bona fide, excellent NHL, top level type of line, and that's the Dylan Larkin line with DeBrincat and this new kid Finney. He's a rookie, and he's been playing pretty well with them. I don't know that he's going to make it throughout the whole season. In the NHL, because he's only 20 years old and he is a rookie. He hasn't spent much time in the AHL, but he's been solid. He's learned a lot. He's got some size. He's got some speed. And it's good to see them give a kid like that some chance, and give him some ice time. So the Red Wings are close to being a really good team, but it makes no sense to me for a team with the history of the Red Wings, and with Steve Yzerman as our general manager, to not be plunking down some dollars to pull in some bona fide NHL stars to help bring us back to glory. So because we're not going to raise a cup this year with the team that we have on the ice. It's just not going to happen. We have one good line, and we have two lines that they're okay.
So 0 for 3. No Super Bowl, no Cup.
Maybe we'll have a chance for the NBA Cup.
No World Series.
The NBA Cup?
Dude, what if I just cannot watch the NBA any longer. I hate the product that I see on the TV.
Yeah,
I hate the no defense and just let people shoot three-pointers all day long. I hate that game. I'd much rather watch a college basketball game. But who thought the Pistons were going to be like? Well, I think they're 11-2.
Yeah,
they're 11-2. It's like, Cade Cunningham. I watched that kid. He's a star.
Yeah, Cade can go. They got the star. They got the. Looks like they got the coach. They play hard for him. They play defense, which you cannot win an NBA title without playing defense. History just showed you that. Even the best.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Well, listen, let's go. Jared, can we keep Joey on for Believe It or Leave It with the questions?
Oh, yeah, we got to go. Let's go.
Yeah, because I know we're getting close in the time. And I think these are more Detroit Lion questions, and I wanted to get Detroit's #1 Detroit Lions fan in on it. So I want Joey to answer some of these questions too. So, Jared, whenever you want to go.
Shoot.
It's now time for Believe It.
And you expect me to believe that? What do I look like? I look like an idiot. I don't.
Or Leave It.
My son, yes? I'm not touching that with a 60-foot pole. Next caller.
Okay, so this is a segment, Believe It or Leave It, and our good, awesome producer, Jared, will be reading off the questions. And
wonder what he's got.
Yeah, I want to hear these too. So what is the first one, Jared?
What you got, Jared?
Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
I can hear you all right. Yeah, my monitor went out again, Jared, but this box, so I'm only hearing you out of one ear.
There should be another box.
Yeah, I changed the new one, but I'm only hearing you out of one ear.
I got you.
Yep. Well, here we go. Believe it or leave it.
Okay,
Question
go ahead.
Number 1. Believe it or leave it. The Lions' defense is actually improving this year and may already be better than it was in 2024. They're currently ranked 7th in total defense.
What do you say,
I
Kevin?
believe it.
Joey believes it. What do you got?
I believe it.
Yeah, I guess.
I believe it. I think they're playing better defense than last year.
Yeah. I'll give them that.
Okay.
I believe that.
Number 2.
All right, next believe it or leave it. At 6-4, the Lions are sitting in 3rd in the NFC North. The Lions are still absolutely in the hunt for a playoff spot despite inconsistency.
Believe it.
They'll get a spot.
They might.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be because, like, listen, you're looking at 3rd place in the North right now.
Well, you got to beat Green Bay when they come in.
You got to beat Green Bay. You have to beat Chicago. Those two,
Tough
you
games.
have to win. Those are 2 musts.
2 games. I believe they'll get a spot. I believe it because I'm still lurky. You never know what I like. Love. You never know which one you're going to get. I like Caleb. You never know which one to get. He's still learning. He's good. I like him, but
And
they'll get a spot.
you got the Rams are going to be.
The Rams are going to the Super Bowl.
Right.
The Rams look tough.
The Rams are also on
The Rams
that
look
schedule.
tough.
Yeah, let's just cut the chase. Yeah.
It's the middle of the season though, so you never know. Injuries will define who's going to be there at the end.
I agree with you, Joe.
Always.
I agree with you.
I think golf defines it, but okay.
What do you got next?
Next up on Believe It or Leave It, the offense, speaking about the Lions, despite its talent, is not firing on all cylinders this year and may be the main reason Detroit falls short of expectations.
I totally believe that.
Absolutely.
These are some easy ones.
Yeah, I like it.
Especially after yesterday's debacle.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I believe that.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean.
For sure.
For sure.
Let me pose this question to you, too. And I'll throw even Jared into. You know, Jared's learning the football game.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be honest with you. Is it shocking to you, Corey and Joe, that they couldn't have came up with a better run game with the elite run with Gibbs and Montgomery? I mean, that's the okay. So it's too cold to throw. You're not going to really get any high flying throws down the field. Why not? What happened to the dink and dunk? What happened to pounding the rock, so to speak? Seriously, I mean, where was that yesterday?
Well,
all I'm going to say is this. The run game is not about the guys who run the ball. The run game is about the guys who are blocking for the guys who run the ball. And that's something that we were, so I was trying to say, when we run the ball right down their throats, all down the whole field, you get down to the red zone, and then all of a sudden you can't run the ball anymore. You can't run 2 yards. That's a blocking scheme thing. That's a play calling thing, and that's I couldn't understand why the only thing that was successful all night last night was throwing to the running backs in the flats. I don't understand why we ever went away from it. Do it until they
that
stop
was
it.
frustrating.
you have to ask your Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah. do we got another? Is that the last question, or we got one more?
2 years ago, he was a Hall of Famer. A year ago, it was all
Got
them.
one more.
One more
If
question.
the Lions want to win the NFC North and not just settle for a wild card, they'll need to beat both of their divisional rivals in head-to-head games down the stretch.
Yep, absolutely.
They have to.
They're going to have
'cause
to
their
beat all
record-
three. Because I still think the Vikings will
The Vikings
be
are
in
going to beat them at home.
contentions again.
The Vikings are going to beat them at home.
You think so?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they're not. I don't think so.
Well, you have to say that because it's looking like it's dangerous times for the Lions. It's dangerous waters. They've looked bad against Minnesota. They look bad against Philadelphia. They've only beaten bad teams. People remember that. Cleveland, Washington, Chicago. They've only beaten bad teams. They didn't beat Green Bay. They didn't beat Kansas City. They didn't beat Philly. They don't beat 500 teams. Now you scurry the Bears in there, but they blew the Bears out.
I'm actually kind of scared a little bit about the
You should be.
Bears because
You should be.
You know,
He's mobile. He moves. He
yeah,
throws.
Well, that and the fact that I know the next game will be. It's at home.
It's
right?
in Chicago.
Oh, it's in Chicago.
Yeah, that's why you
So,
got to work. Golf had the gloves on again.
Yeah, yeah.
I think what's changed with Chicago is just their own confidence. You know, they seem to have found their confidence in themselves.
Yeah.
And now that they have that,
Ben Johnson has an axe to grind.
Well, that too, but they they're playing with confidence and they're blocking with confidence, and when you have that, it just makes everything
Right.
seem to get into sync. You get into a groove, and things start working for you. You know,
Yep.
and especially if you have a defense that can stop somebody, which they don't really have. I think that's where they're lacking is defensively. Chicago, and I think that's why the Lions can beat all those teams. I think the toughest team still to play is going to be Green Bay in division. That is.
Okay.
Well, listen.
All right.
Is this a roar that you think Joe would like to comment on?
That I'm about to give?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can stick around for it.
Yeah. Let's.
No, he won't. He won't. But I'm going to give. He can stay anyway.
He won't. He won't like to comment on it
Because he just said it's an NBA roar.
Oh, okay. Well, Joe, I will let
He can
you
stay
go.
in
then.
it. He can stay in. It's an NBA football roar.
NBA football roar.
Yeah. Are we ready? We got my music. Cue it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
It's now time for Corey's Roar. Corey's mic is on,
Turn my mic up.
and his roar waits for no one.
Oh yeah. So let's get right to it. What Joe said earlier, NBA it's a wash. It's over. I can't pay attention anymore. But what I did pay attention to was Draymond Green. Everybody in the world has a podcast. Why? I don't know, but it's the thing to do now. We're all journalists and news folks. I don't like the fact when players they're in the season and they have a podcast and they, I don't like that. But to each his own. I can't, do whatever you want to do.
I'm surprised that these franchises
that.
are allowing it.
Yeah, I don't like that. The problem I have with Draymond is that he called Dak Prescott a bum. He said Dak Prescott was a bum. You can't just say anything.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
Is Dak a Super Bowl quarterback? No. Is he a bum? No. He's not. He's got the numbers to prove that. He's had injuries. He's had no line. He has no running. Dak's not a bum. He's not. Is he good enough to win a Super Bowl? He's an iffer if everything is in place. But can he carry it by himself? No. He's not a bum. And for Draymond Green to say that, if you were on any other basketball team in your career, there's no 4 rings. So every day when you wake up, and Draymond, you're good at what you do. Mm-hmm. When you wake up you wake up, you thank God, you go kiss your beautiful daughter, your family. You have to go say something to Steph too.
Oh yeah.
Because he's your career.
Yeah.
Him and Clay. Let's stop this. You know what I mean? That's a bum, really? Another athlete? You're gonna say that to another athlete? Like, that's our job. We could say that.
It's for clicks, Cole.
Yeah, I know it's for click, but why? I get it. And you have all the money that you're ever gonna spend. Why are you doing a podcast? But my issue with him is that you want to try to follow like you're the Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman would have swallowed you whole.
Right.
You know Dennis Rodman. I mean, you have to do things on defense and dive and this because you can't score. Just like Mateen Cleaves. Didn't you play with Cleaves? Yeah. Yeah, scurvy all around, dive, and all that. Be the aggressor, and that's fine. That's what you do. You've helped. But every day, go talk to Steph, go talk to Clay, and say thank you. Because if you're with the Pistons, you're with if you're with the Sixers, there's no rings. There's no rings. And what would that make you? A bum? So let's come on, man. That's you know, I mean, you know, people just say anything they want to say now. But that was bad. He did come back and apologize, but you said it. And you knew what you were going to say. You already said it. You already had it in your head. Then you tried to backpedal it. But, you know, I like Draymond. Draymond's good at what he does, but to say that, I was just a little disappointed in that.
I'm getting tired of all these.
So that's
these
it.
disparaging. Joe, is Joe still there? Or what did you think about that, Joe?
I hadn't even heard that he had called Dak a bum.
Yeah.
Draymond just, you know, he says things before he thinks about them, and you know, and then he thinks about them and doesn't always regret them, but sometimes he does. You know, and it's just you know. Yeah. So it's, you know, like you say, you know, all these guys, because they're some superstar, they think they have a platform, and they do have a platform because people will turn their channel on it. You know, I haven't. You know, and, you know, I mean, I'm no journalist, but I have opinions, and I watch the games, and I know all the games. I know how to play them. I've played them all in my neo fight years, you know, in high school and all that, in college. But, you know, I'm no expert. I haven't played at the professional level, but I have an opinion as to how how I think they should play.
And we all do.
You know, yeah, exactly. But
I just didn't like that one.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm on my way to go watch Dak. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the worst Monday Night Football game of the year.
No, it's always a draw with us. It's so funny. I called it on the ticket the other day. They said,
"Oh my God!"
They said the Lions are they a new America's team? I said, "No way, no," because the Lions aren't as messy as Dallas. We're messy and rich.
Like Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at that chain on it.
Right.
Look at that big chain.
That's right. Yeah, that thing is, boy, that cost
Shout out to the ticket.
He's got that big cigar humidor in the back there.
Right.
Yeah,
oh,
and
it's
the wine
not even.
cellar.
That's a bookshelf, sir. That's a bookshelf.
Off to the left is his wine cellar. Is the door to his wine cellar?
Now that's something. Now that's something to behold.
Right.
Well, Joe, you got any thoughts before we take off tonight?
Yeah, we're out.
What do you think next week?
The Lions just need to, you know, they need to shore up their offensive woes. They need to come together more as a team. If they can get their offensive line back together, that would be great. But they just seem to be too injured to really to be super effective. You know, it'd be nice if the receivers would start using some stick-em and, you know, catch the balls that are in their hands. I don't think Goff overthrows balls and throws them so powerfully that they can't freaking catch them. So I'd like to see some catch. Yeah. The Red Wings. I'd like to see some improved defensive, you know, forwards and defensive progress. And being able to shut down games, you know, a 4-1 lead in the third period to give that up and to lose in overtime is that just shouldn't happen ever. So, you know, and the Pistons, I like to see them keep on rolling, man. It looks like they got a pretty good squad, but you know, it is the NBA. So
yeah, I got a quick thought, real quick, and we'll get out of here.
Sure.
Two things. Looks like the Lions are going to be 9-8. And if the Lions don't make the playoff, Campbell, I've seen enough. They don't make the playoffs. Let's start looking for another coach. Let's see if we can get Belichick in here.
Belichick wants to hang out in North Carolina.
Yeah.
You don't. Hey, one last thought. I think the Spartans should fire their coach, their football coach.
Yeah, he's out here.
He needs to be on his way out.
Yeah, Urban's on his way back.
Maybe the Spartans will get Brian Kelly.
Oh boy, goody!
He's a Michigan guy.
Well, he can't golf all year
Central
round
Michigan,
here.
huh?
He can't golf all year round here.
Oh, he can't golf. That's
he can't golf all year round here. That's a problem.
But if he's a Michigan guy, then he's not a Michigan State guy. So
right.
therein is a problem.
It's a difference, yeah.
All right, JoJo. Well, thanks for coming on tonight again and giving us the rundown. We always love to have you.
Well, thank you for having me, and it's great to see both of you guys.
For sure. Always.
So we'll do it again next week.
Yep.
Same time, same bad channel, right here on the Roar Live. That is EVJ. That right there is Corey Tiez, and I am the outsider, Scotty William.
Yeah.
And for the producer in the back. Jared.
Making it all work.
Who's just running around with a chicken with his head cut off today.
Making it all work.
Thank you for tuning in to The Roar.
The Roar, folks.
Live. We'll see you next time, everybody. Like and subscribe, why don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.